morning, Heather. No, you kidding? I've been up for hours. Why shouldn't I sound like I'm feeling good? I'm feeling great. How about you? Oh, sorry about that. Anything I can do to cheer you up? No, that I can't do. I've already made plans for tonight. Have a date. Of course it's with Alan, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sorry, Heather, I can't have lunch either. I've got so much to do to get ready for tonight. Oh, we're just gonna talk. He didn't have to tell me what about. I already know what about. Alan has finally decided, finally realized I am the woman he wants.
Morning, miss. Breakfast.
Oh, if I can sit up to eat it. Yes, I do believe everything's still works. The mountain floor was softer than this bunk.
I know what you mean. I don't see how in the world they think anybody can sleep on those things.
I didn't. But I bet Luke Spence had a marvelous night's sleep.
Oh, civilization, running water, cold beer, no bugs. This is a hell of a lot more comfortable than sleeping in a jail cell. Oh!
I had a dozen other things to do this morning, and then I let you drag me down here.
Well, it's my duty as a citizen, Captain.
But you said you didn't know the woman.
I understand, but I couldn't sleep last night because I thought maybe I made a mistake, so...
Okay, Mr. Solid Citizen, this time I want you to take a very good look because I don't want any maybes. I want a definite yes or no.
Good morning. Captain, may I move in a little closer?
Oh, please be my guest.
Good morning.
It would be if your memory improved.
Captain, how could I forget something like this?
Are you putting me on?
No, I'm really trying to remember.
Well, then remember. Do you know her at all?
Well, it's difficult, you know. There are so many people camping around and hiking up there this time of year and everything. It could be that I saw her. I may have seen her at a picnic spot, perhaps, or on the trail, a rest stop, maybe. But it's very difficult. Everybody's dressed alike up in the mountains. And
Come on.
Would you mind standing up? Every backpack looks alike. Could you stand up for me? Maybe turn around. Turn around. Turn again.
Hey.
I'm getting a vague recollection, Captain. Yeah. Well, walk around a little bit for me, would you please?
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Captain, they were hiking. What can I tell you? Everybody's hiking up there. That's the only way I can get into this.
Spencer.
What was she arrested for?
Vagrants.
All I did was run out of money. I told the man in the restaurant I'd come back to pay him.
Mm-hmm. She tried to take off without paying her bill.
Oh, what a sweet face. What a shame. What a shame. Isn't that a shame? Do you always run out on people?
Oh, come on, Luke, will you?
This could be serious, Captain. You could have a one-woman crime wave on your hands here. You could. You really.
Your performance on the mountain was slightly more interesting than this one.
Slightly? Slightly?
Captain, maybe I'm the one with the bad memory. One gets lonely in the woods. One's mind plays tricks.
As long as no one tries to play any tricks on me.
No, Captain, you're right. You're right. I remember now. I do remember. This is the young woman that I saved. You see, there were a pack of wolves snapping at her knapsack.
Oh, my hero.
Oh, thanks.
Tell me, do your heroics go far enough to pay her fine?
Oh, sure. How could I leave a damsel in distress in the city jail when I saved her life on a mountaintop?
Luke, you're a wonderful person, believe me.
Thank you, Captain.
All right, would you open up the cell? We'll get her release papers and give her all the gear that she came with. By the way, Luke, would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Don't go up to those monkeys anymore because it's doing something to your head.
Captain, I always appreciate your advice.
I didn't deserve that.
Doesn't feel very good when people run out on you, does it?
You've made your point. But thank you anyway.
Thank you? You're going to thank me? I thought maybe you'd want to wrap the bars around my neck or something.
Not when you unlocked them for me.
Yeah, well, I guess I should have done it last night. It was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
It's rather a good joke, actually.
You think so? What are you, a masochist or something?
No, it's not a bad place, really. I've slept in much worse places. The bed was awfully hard, though. Shall we?
Oh, first, I want to know how you found out where I live.
You may not know how to treat a woman, but you do know how to ask questions.
Don't know how to treat... I know how to treat a woman, lady. I know how to treat a woman.
I thought you wanted to discuss the Dernley piece. I think the head is just great.
Nobody knows how to write headlines anymore. This guy wants a Pulitzer for reporting a thunderstorm.
Well, maybe it won't get a Pulitzer, but the Mystery Man of Port Charles is going to be so great for my series.
Series? You're doing a two-part feature on Dernley, remember?
Yes, but there is so much more.
Doesn't deserve any more space. There's too much going on in the world today.
Dernley's got too much going on in this town just to ignore it.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you would stop what you're doing, I could tell you.
All right. So tell me.
He's dealing in a different kind of property. Prostitution.
Really?
Thought you would think it was worth a story.
Hadn't told me anything yet.
Prostitution backed by a town bigwig. That's not a story?
It's not Dernley's story, is it?
I think so.
On what basis?
An incident I saw with a hooker.
What kind of an incident?
Some guy worked her over real good.
So, pimps work over their girls all the time.
Yes, but this guy just happened to come barreling into Dernley's office when I was there, addressing him as boss.
This guy might work for Dernley, but maybe he's got a little business of his own on the side. You ever think about that?
Give me a little credit. And I smell a story.
Good reporters also have very good imaginations. Huh?
I am not imagining anything. All I want is the chance to prove it.
Well, wait a second. You're blowing all your reporters' objectivity, you know.
I want the story.
Or Dernley's blood, which is it?
Both. Please, let me go after it.
All right? On one condition, that you back up every statement you make. I mean it, Jackie. Back it up with hard evidence. If you don't, you're going to be finding yourself out on a large limb.
Or out of a job.
Yeah, I hired you. I'd hate to have to fire you.
You're the boss.
You're a very good reporter.
Thanks. But between you and me, Dernley's not as good as he tries to make everyone think he is.
Fine. Your job is to prove it.
We can talk in here.
What is this place?
This is the haunted, this is the Star. This is nightclub, restaurant, bar, extraordinaire, anything you want. You want a drink?
You work here?
Yeah, how did you find me?
What do you do?
I count the profits. You want this drink?
You mean you own all this?
My partners and I own it, but then of course you know that, don't you? You, had me all checked up on, didn't you?
I did not have you all checked up on. Looked at the name tag on your backpack whilst you were asleep.
Uh-huh. That's interesting. I thought that you preferred your men anonymous.
Are you implying I'm a tramp?
No. There's certainly a ship that passes in the night, though.
That's insulting. I don't have to take this.
Hey, you know, you came to find me, remember?
My mistake among many.
Hey, wait, don't. Come on, I'm just getting a little... Don't run off, okay?
Let go.
No. All right. All right, if you want to walk, go ahead and walk. But first tell me why you came here.
I'm not telling you a damn thing.
That's the girl I remember from the mountain. That's the girl that is tough as nails.
desperate. He seemed like someone I could trust. I didn't have anywhere else to turn. You don't believe me?
I'm just disappointed. I was hoping you'd say that you come to find me for old time's sake.
Wait a minute. This is Port Charles, not the Adirondacks.
The scenery changed, but the people are the same.
I hate to disappoint you, but I only do it with wolves on mountains.
Why did you run out on me the next morning?
Because when the sun comes up, you have to look at things the way they really are. Nights are for dreaming. We shared a beautiful dream. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, I really need a drink.
Luke, I really do need help. Someone who understands wills and land deeds.
Well, you got the wrong guy, baby. You need a lawyer. You need somebody like that.
Please, hear me out. You remember I told you I'd been on my own a long time? Well, my mother died years ago. And my father and I were never particularly close. He drifted from job to job. Construction, oil rigs, things like that.
My old man was like that.
He took me with him for a while. It was hard. Anyway, he died a couple of months ago. And when his papers finally caught up with me, this was among them.
This is a deed. 100 acres.
You know where it is?
Mm-hmm. It's near Port Charles. Actually, it's near the air training school. And it's right next door to the city dump.
You're telling me this land is next to the dump?
That's right. Well, maybe there's been a mistake.
Not the way my luck's been running.
What are you talking about? Your luck is running great. You're out of jail. You're with a moderately attractive man, though balding. I am good luck. I'm definitely good luck. Everybody says so. So why don't I go with you and check that place out?
Go where? How?
Well, we could go to the city hall. They have people there that do nothing but check things like this out.
Oh, I might as well not bother.
Why not?
Well, if it's as bad as you say it is.
Hey, I didn't say it was bad just because it's surrounded by garbage.
Forget it.
Why? Well, you don't even know if that's legal.
Doesn't make any difference. I can't do anything with it.
How do you know?
I'll just chalk it up. Wasted a trip, that's all.
A wasted trip, I wouldn't say that. Look at all the adventure you've had.
Could have done without the jail.
Hey, wait a minute. Were you always running off? Will you relax?
We're alone on this boat, you know. It's like we were alone on the mountain, so just relax. Just relax.
Whoops. I'm just on my way to lunch, but carry on.
That's all right, Robert. This is one of the partners I was telling you about. Robert, this is Holly.
As in, Reed?
No, 1 and 3 is always a wise guy. No, as in friend from the mountain.
Really? I thought you came back with a twinkle in your eye. Well, Holly as in Reed, I'm pleased to meet you.
How do you do? Robert as in...
Scorpio.
Ah, even more unusual than mine.
Yes, and that's the most interesting Pommy accent I've heard since I left London.
Oh, Robert is a world traveler, among other things.
Yes, amongst other things. Look, why are you visiting our... No, don't, please don't answer that. Why don't we all go to Kelly's, have some lunch, and get better acquainted?
Huh, hungry?
Starved.
You won't run out?
This one's on me. Sort of my welcome to Port Charles.
What a nice idea.
I
You
thought
haven't
so.
had a decent welcome since you got here.
Let's go, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, incidentally, on the way there, we'll meet another member of our fair troop, Jackie, as in Templeton.
Another partner?
Well, it's not exactly. What exactly is Jackie, Robert?
At the moment, she's exactly a reporter, not a bad one either. But look, on the way over to Kelly's, I'll give you the unexpurgated tour of the docks.
From what I've seen so far, Port Charles is a very beautiful city.
A few spots here could use a facelift.
Starting with mine. Right, let's go.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, up. I know how to treat a woman.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why did you cut this?
It's too much for the reader to digest.
I thought you wanted details.
Why don't we just stretch it out a little bit?
What do you mean?
Well, you were the one talking about series a little while ago, weren't you?
Do you mean it?
Yeah. This stuff is good. If you can get more, let's do it.
Oh, Ian, that is great.
But do it, we got to do it right if we're going to do it at all.
Oh, I could just hug you. This is going to be so wonderful.
Not when you realize the amount of work involved here. We're going to have to redo this whole thing.
I don't mind. I will work around the clock for this.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's lunchtime now.
Already?
Yeah, listen, why don't I get lunch in and we'll just work straight through?
Lunch? I forgot.
Well, I just reminded you. What do you say?
I'm sorry, I can't. I promised to meet someone.
Oh, what about dinner?
Well,
If you have...
it's all right. I'll cancel it. It's no problem. This is more important. But right now, I've really got to run.
Yeah, okay. Later then.
I thought Robert was coming with us.
Robert likes to make an entrance, won't I do?
Very nicely.
Thank you.
But he invited us to lunch. It would be rude to start without him.
Well, far be it for me to be rude. 3 beers, please. Why don't you just sit down and decide what you want?
What's good?
Everything. Except the mystery stew. I wouldn't have that unless you've had your shots.
You cook?
Yes, I'm a great cook. Cordon bleu.
Really?
I'm also a whiz with frozen peas.
We have something in common.
We have a lot in common.
Stick with the menu, please.
Okay.
Maybe some stew.
Oh, the best this side of the Atlantic.
Oh, no, there may be a salad.
A salad, oh, please. We got a health food freak on our hands here. Fish and chips for me. What about you, Bob?
Sounds good. Listen, I was going to wait for Jackie, but, well, maybe I'll just make a call. Tickle a telephone.
Yeah, Harold.
I'd like to get in touch with Jackie Templeton, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago.
Did she say where she was going?
Afraid not.
Thank you.
Any messages?
Nope. Okay, folks, let's eat. We can't wait forever.
Oh, well, you have plenty of time. This new waitress that Rosa got on is very, very slow.
Speak of the devil.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Well, I know. It's Holly, Jackie, Holly.
How do you do?
How'd you do?
Okay, I'm late, but...
Let's have
Sit down, let's see. Could we have another beer, please, and 4 fish and chips? I'm tired of waiting. We're going to eat what I say. Fish and chips, I'm hungry.
I don't think I've seen you around.
Probably because she hasn't been around. This is a new friend of Luke's.
Are you just visiting?
Yeah, it seems like that, yeah.
I thought I detected an English accent.
You have a very good ear. Very, very good. Let's drink, shall we?
Let's
don't
do
talk
that.
anymore.
There's a beer
There
here.
it is.
All right.
Good.
Thank
Let's
you.
have a toast to Port Charles and welcome.
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 Cheers.
Cheers.
By the way, how did you two get together?
We spent the night together on a mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, the new job is really going to your head. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, there's nothing to tell. I am involved in some confidential research right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much research, if you ask me.
Nobody did.
Jackie is dedicating her life because she is a reporter to the memory of Lois Lane.
That's great. I took her class in journalism once.
No kidding. Did you like it?
I loved it. I flunked out.
Oh, come on.
I never got the knack of it.
It's really easy, honest.
Yeah, everything is if you know how.
Maybe I can give you a quick course right now. Let's see, we'll come up with a hypothetical story such as a new visitor coming to town, like
Drink
you.
your beer.
Yes.
You could learn something, too. Anyway, we'd start out with a lead, something like Holly... What was your last name? What did you say?
Sutton.
Okay, right. Holly Sutton visits well-known local restaurateur Luke Spencer.
Oh, I'm so glad you got me in on this.
Well, what about me?
We'll get to you later. Anyway, we'll start out with some personal stuff about how you two met, and then that exciting stuff you said about the mountaintop. And then add a quick dramatic twist to it about how you got separated and then back together again. By the way, Holly, how did you two get back together?
Luke bailed me out of jail this morning.
Okay, let's go clean the fish. I think the waitress really needs a little help, shall we?
Luke.
Have a seat, darling. Here we go. Here we are.
Up front lady, you say?
Yes, very upfront.
Luke seems to really like her.
I guess so, but look, we've only got 10 minutes of lunch left, so let's not talk about them, huh?
I'm sorry, I really am.
All right, well, you can make up for it by not being late for dinner.
Sorry.
You're going to be late for dinner, too.
No, I can't make it.
Why not?
Business.
Yeah, I know. Business before pleasure.
Ow.
Serve yourself.
You've got more stuck on your stuff than you do the shell.
You cut this piece too long.
Well, you measured wrong.
I don't know why you're using this sticky stuff anyway, man. The cockroaches love it.
There are no cockroaches in here. I have to agree, this is the silliest thing. These little domestic touches are Laura and Jackie's idea. Actually, I don't think I'd be caught dead in this kitchen.
Good. Let's call it quits.
No, darling. Come on, we'll finish this. The sooner the better.
All right. Hand me them scissors over there.
Those scissors.
I'm practically strangling this stuff, and you worry about my grammar.
Well, you just rush it too much.
What a way to spend my day off.
I don't know what I'd do without you, darling.
Well, I guess working with you won't be so bad. Aren't you?
What? Oh, Lucky!
Sorry. This stuff's stuck. Looks better on you and I than it does up there, though, huh?
You're such a sweet boy, darling, but honestly, you're such a slut.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man. I'm going to prove it there.
Back off, darling.
Here,
You don't have to prove anything. If you just get this
Well,
off-
there's nothing like being wrapped up in your work.
Well, good. Robert to the rescue.
What are we doing, love? Breaking in a new act?
No, darling, we were hanging some paper in the shelf. Would you care to lend a hand?
To ruin Blackie's fun.
All I needed was you now, huh?
Well, far be it for me to interfere. Work away.
Well, if you didn't come to help us, then why did you come?
Sudden inspiration. I thought I'd like to have dinner with you.
Well, how sweet. When?
Tonight.
Sorry, darling. Can't make it tonight.
Papering more shelves.
I have a date.
A date?
Yes, darling. A date. Are you surprised?
No, I guess not. Who's it with?
Oh, I think you know who he is.
How about a name?
He has a title. Dr. Noah Drake.
Why would Drake be having a date with you?
He asked me.
Wait a minute, Tiff, why didn't you tell me about that?
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. It just didn't come up.
Well, I was kind of planning on maybe you and me going to get a pizza or something after we were done here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were hungry.
I'm starved.
I'll tell you what. I'll make it up to you tomorrow, and I'll take you to dinner.
Yeah,
Right?
that's great.
After you help us unpack the books.
How do us men get into these things? That's what I don't know.
Well, you see, we come in with our eyes open and our hearts full, and, well, forget it. Look, I'll give you a hand with that, and we can share a pizza later.
I ain't that hungry.
Let me handle this.
I don't mind, really. She looks quite clean.
Oh, a stranger in a strange land. Don't push it. Good afternoon.
It's been a rotten afternoon. We're closed.
Oh, well, that's funny. The sign right here says 9 to 5.
They changed the hours, but not the sign. 8:30 to 4:30.
Oh, that's nice. We need some information.
Too late. Come back tomorrow. Doors open at 8:30.
See, I can't do that, Miss, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it to you. We're closing.
Don't worry, honey. Don't worry. Now stay calm. My little lady here has quite a violent temper. Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. She's going to get very angry if you don't help me.
That's her problem. I have to get home and cook dinner.
Oh, I knew you were a family woman. I could tell that. I could tell from your face. That's why you'll understand.
Understand what?
Would you mind stepping over here? Stay calm, though. Just, I'll take care of it.
I
Stay
tell
calm.
you, I'm closing the place.
Well, I know that you're closing the place, but I don't think you'll be able to close your heart. You wouldn't spoil our wedding, would you?
Marriage license is down the hall.
Oh, no, we already have that, Miss
Cherney.
Cherney.
But
What a lovely name that is, Miss Cherney. That's very nice. You see, we have this deed, and I've only got 1 week to build a house on the property.
you're building a house in a week?
Well, with your help, it would be faster. You don't want this lovely young woman to commence her married life living in a tent and having to keep her flap closed, would you?
Lord, no.
I knew you'd feel that way. I knew you would. So please, would you just take a minute and take a look at this, make sure that it's legal and proper? I mean, if we build the house, you wouldn't want us evicted, would you?
Lord, no. All right, give it to me.
Great. Before I start shoveling the foundation, that's wonderful.
Made me the happiest girl in Port Charles. Now we won't have to take all those shovels back to the hardware store.
Yeah, well, that's all right, darling.
Maybe you should.
What?
Something wrong?
There's nothing wrong with the deed, but oh, you poor kids.
What? What's the matter?
You can't build your house there. It's right next to the city dump.
Oh.